All right, all right. It seems that we have the technical difficulties figured out. All right, hit the chat, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. I don't know what happened there, y'all. We just computers, man. Y'all know how computers are, y'all. Let me just check see how it sounds over here. All right, all right. It seems that we have. All right. Seems like the chat is working. All right, hit the chat, y'all. Hit the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me down below. Let me know if you can hear me down below. Let me know if you can hear me down below. Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? All right, hit the chat, y'all. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to another Thursday Night Live. All right, Ray Santana, got sound. Thank you very much, Ray Santana. Thank you for that. Thank you for being patient. The sound is back. We live. Thank you all for coming through on another Thursday Night Live for us. Let's give everybody another few minutes to get back up in here before we start everything up. Let me go to the page and let me go put this on our Facebook page. Let me go share this really quick, y'all. Give me a second. Sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. But we back. We back. We back. All right, going to the news feed. Let's go. All right. All right. So, okay. All right. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I see Ray Santana is in the building. Thanks for coming through, Ray Santana. Blocker is here in the building. Blocker is here. I saw Iman earlier. Hope Iman comes back through. Jason is supposed to be available. Hope Jason comes back through. Shout out to Diamond. Onyx, hope she comes through as well as tonight. We're going to see who comes in the building tonight. So listen, y'all. Listen, we're going to start this one off. We're going to start off this live. We're going to start off this live like we started off a lot of our live shows these last 2 years. I see Iman's in the building. Iman, thanks for coming back. Iman is in the chat, y'all. We started off this live how we started off a lot of our lives for this past 2 years. We're going to say rest in peace to another artist in the hip-hop genre that has been slain by unnecessary gun violence. And I quote the hip-hop genre because it seems that a lot of the other musical genres, we don't see this amount of artists being killed. Some of the other music genres, we don't even see artists being killed like how artists are being killed in the hip hop genre. So I want to start off by saying rest in peace to Takeoff. And I have a picture up of the bowling alley where the incident went down. But we're gonna go back. Okay, we're gonna start. Let's take a step back, y'all. Let's take a step way back and let's start over from a few years back. Okay? In the 90s, we had an amazing artist by the name of Tupac Shakur. One of the most prolific, mesmerizing, genre-changing. When it came to bars, he just at the pinnacle of bars. He shifted the culture in music. Still to this day, there are some people out there, even myself, even though he's been gone for over 20-something years, would say that he is still the greatest hip-hop artist of all time. It's questionable. I know. He's been gone a long time. I know. But we lost the great Tupac Shakur to gun violence. This was back in the 90s. Okay? Shortly after that, due to what was happening with Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., another one of the great hip-hop artists of our time. Like, Pac died in 1996. The following year, Notorious B.I.G. Again, there are people out there that would say that Notorious B.I.G. is and was the greatest hip hop artist of all time. It's questionable. If you agree, you don't agree with it. Same thing with Pac. He changed the landscape of hip hop. He changed the landscape of music. His bars are memorable. His songs are memorable. He left a stamp on hip hop, and he passed away back in 1997. 1997. Yeah, 1997 is when we lost the Notorious B.I.G. There was another artist from Harlem coming up in the ranks in his young career, and a lot of people in the hip hop, in that hip hop space, when they heard his music, they saw what he was doing. He was billed as one of those next MCs. Like, people were saying, that guy Big L, he's next, yo. And there are people today that would say that Big L is a top 10 MC. Again, it's questionable, but again, another great hip hop artist taken away by gun violence, and Big L passed away in 1999. 1999, Big L was taken away. Another artist that when you go down to this part of the U.S. and you speak his name, he is billed as one of the founders of that type of music from that area. When you talk about Magnolia, when you talk about the Hot Boys and that movement, Soulja Slim was his name still rings bells today. Jay-Z just mentioned him in one of his songs just a few years ago when he made that song with what's his name? And again, another amazing hip hop artist that taken away from, I want to say, unnecessary gun violence. And I want to highlight that all of those pictures that I just showed you guys of those artists. I see Iman in the chat. Iman says Scott LaRock was like the first hip hop death. Rest in peace to Scott LaRock. There are others. Jam Master Jay, Freaky Tar. There are others. But I showed you all these pictures of these gentlemen because that was a combination of 10 to 12 years, maybe a 10-year run. Tupac was in 96, Biggie was in 97, Big L was in 99, Soulja Slim was in 2000. Soulja Slim was in 2003. So some big name deaths. Jam Master Jay was in the 2000s, Freaky Tar also. But I say that to say that it seemed like the hip hop, the killings of these hip hop artists, it's 10 years is a long time for not that much hip hop deaths. But today, in the times we live in right now, y'all, in the times we live in right now, it seems like a hip hop artist is getting killed every month. I can pull up a list. I can pull up a list for the last 2 years that has at least 30 hip hop artists that have died from gun violence. It is out of control now, y'all. I want to go through the events of what happened with the situation with Takeoff's death. And I want to be clear before I go into this. I want to be clear. All of the information has not yet been released. We as the people that are looking on from the outside, we're getting bits and pieces of information. We're getting video from here. We're getting sound from here. We're getting reports from people that were there, reports from people that were there, that were not there. So all of the information is still not yet out. So the picture that we all have is still not a complete picture. So I want to make sure I'm being clear that what I'm saying, what I'm about to say, is not the end all be all. This is what I have gathered so far of what happened that night, right? So what is being reported is that this was a private party. This was a private party at the bowling alley that had approximately 30 people. So approximately 30 people were at this venue for this private party. 30 people. That's not a lot. Sometimes you see these hip hop parties, there's hundreds of people, there's girls, there's guys, there's entourages. Some entourages come with 30 people by themselves. Some of these dudes, they roll with 30 dudes by themselves. All right, so it's being reported that there were about approximately 30 people at this venue. The picture that we have up here right now is a person that was in the crowd when the shooting occurred. So the person had their phone out, and this is a picture of Takeoff standing in the group of people that were there at that time. And as you can see, the person is also looks like he's in the back of the crowd, and Takeoff is also at the back of the crowd. And I know some of you have already seen the video footage out there. So some of you probably already know where he was standing at the time when everything happened. Okay? So let's move forward and let's go to the next clip here. So this is the picture where the same person that is recording that video pans the camera over to where the altercation is going on. So here is Quavo, who is having it looks like a heated discussion with another gentleman. Now, it is being reported that this was a dice game that started up, and it started up an argument. And as you can hear the argument, it seems like they're arguing about something basketball related. There are some people that said that they were there and it was not a dice game. There are other people that are saying that this was stuff. So again, all of the information is not out yet. I'm giving you what I have gathered so far. Okay, so Quavo is having a heated discussion with the gentleman with the white hat on. And if you've seen the video, you will hear that they're having a discussion, they're talking, they're going back and forth, yelling, and it is very heated. I want you to take a look at this picture here very carefully. So this picture here, I want to make sure I have it so you can see it clearly. This picture here, again, the person that is recording, there were multiple people recording with their phones. This picture here shows while the argument is going on between Quavo and the gentleman, there is someone in the crowd that is presumably with the Migos entourage. So this person is in the crowd and he has his hands on what looks like a gun. I'm looking at the chat. Blocker said Big Pun died in 2000. Iman said Big Pun, Eazy-E didn't die from gun violence. That is right, Iman. Thank you, Iman. Big Pun died from, I believe it was a heart attack that Pun died from. Blocker said Eazy-E died in 1995. Again, like Iman stated. Thank you, Iman. Eazy-E did not die from gun violence. Eazy-E, as most of us know, died, as they said, from the AIDS virus. So, Blocker, thanks for the comments. And Iman, thank you for the clarification. Both Eazy-E and Big Pun did not die from gun violence. And what else we have? Iman says Cutler Rock was like the first hip-hop death. So thank you for that as well, Iman. So back to the picture. So while this argument is going on, this young man here already has his hands on his gun throughout the whole argument. I want to show you guys one more picture. I'm going to show you guys one more picture here. I'm going to show you guys one more picture. One more. Now, I just showed you guys the altercation where Quavo and the young man was having the heated conversation. Jason is in the building. Jason, what's up? Thanks for coming through, Jason. We're going through the timeline right now, Jason, of how everything went down, the video footage of what we have so far with the story so far. So at this time, I just showed you guys, the picture of Takeoff standing in the back watching on. I showed you all a picture of Quavo having the argument with the gentleman in the front. I showed you guys the picture of the gentleman that was in the crowd while the discussion was going on. He already had his hands on his gun. It looks like, right? Like he had his hand on a gun. This is the aftermath of that. I want to go back to the previous picture for you guys. I'm going to go back to the previous picture. And this is the most important picture I need you guys to take a look at right here. Okay? This picture right here, this is the most important picture that I want you guys to take a look at. This picture right here represents and breaks down everything that we have just talked about. All the people's names that I've called. I called Tupac's name. I called Biggie's name. We talked about Big L. We talked about Magnolia Slim. I told y'all Freaky Ty also got it. Jam Master Jay. I'm showing y'all the picture here. This is the moment when like in the tag I tagged in the video, the fragile male ego. This is the moment of the fragile male ego. When has it come that we as men and women, I'm not leaving your woman out there too. I be seeing y'all doing some wild stuff too, but we're going to focus on the men tonight. When has it come that we as men cannot have disagreements? Why can't we as men not disagree? It's okay if I don't like what you're saying. If I don't agree with what you're saying, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you don't believe what I'm saying, that's fine. Why as men can we not have a disagreement and not pull out guns and kill each other? I need you guys to hit the comments down below. I need to know if you are one of those men that whenever a altercation or a discussion gets heated, your first thought is to pull out a weapon. I need y'all to hit the comments down below. Why men men cannot have disagreements without pulling out weapons. You guys hit the comments down below. Because this moment right here, if you watch the video, you don't have a clear picture. We not yet have a clear picture of the whole, like a bird's eye view. But from what you saw from the video, they had the argument, and it sounded like they were about to walk away, and someone threw a punch. I cannot say that is 100% true. From what I saw with all the different videos that I've seen, all the different audios that I've heard, at this moment when they had that disagreement, they sounded like they were about to walk away from each other, and somebody threw a punch, a scuffle ensued, and then shots fired. One side is shooting this way, one side is shooting that way. That's how it sounded to me. Again, I don't have the bird's eye view from everything to understand exactly how it went down, but from the video that I've seen, from the audio that I have heard, this is the moment when it all went south. I'm asking you guys today, why is the male ego so fragile? Why is it that when we do not agree on something, why is it that when someone gets loud, why is it that when someone says something that we don't like, we pull out weapons? Hit the comment section down below. I want to hear from you guys today. Iman's in the building. Blocker is here. Jason is here. Ray Santana, thanks for coming through. Jason said, what up, chat? Jason says, RIP to Takeoff. Iman has a comment. Iman says, do you think it was a good idea that they recorded this? Iman, I do not think it's a good idea. This generation of social media, Iman, the generation that we're living in right now, it's a generation of constant cameras. We've gone to a place where everything that we do, everything that goes on in our vicinity, we want to show it off to the world. We want to show it off to everybody else. When we go out on dinner dates, we take 10,000 pictures of our food and post it up. When we go out to parties, we're FaceTiming on it, sending out videos of that. When we go and see something nice, we take a picture of it and we post it. We live in a society where everything that happens, because we all have cell phones in our hands, we record everything. I think, Iman, that there has to be a cutoff point. There has to be a morality point where someone got hurt, someone got killed, someone lost their lives. I don't agree with people recording dead bodies and people that are laid out. I do not agree with that. It is sometimes good that we record certain things, because in this instant, the video that was captured from these multiple cell phone footage, it gives us a good idea of what happened. But I don't agree with the recordings of bodies and people that are shot. And while we're on this, thank you for that question, Iman. While we're on this, what Iman just asked, I want to show you guys I want to show you guys something here. And Jason has a comment. I'm going to go to Jason's comment in just a second. I want to put this up here. Okay. So this is the autopsy that was done on Takeoff. So the autopsy results shows that Migos rapper Takeoff died from penetration gunshot wounds to the head and torso. According to the Houston County's coroner office, the bullets also went into his arm. The official manner of his death have been ruled a homicide. So, three, I think, as far as what we're hearing, 3 people were hit that night. There was a lady and a gentleman that also got hit, but they are okay. And this guy got hit twice. Twice. He got shot in the head, and he got shot in the torso. And again, if you're not aware, if you didn't watch the video, it sounded like there were multiple shooters, because you could hear at least 9-10 shots rang off. So he got hit. Out of all the people that were there, he got hit twice. And like I showed you with the video, he was not even front and center when this was going down. I want to read Jason's comment first, and then I'm going to go into another piece of information. Jason says, it's sad people recording video of people getting shot and taking pics of a man dying, bleeding to death instead of helping or calling the ambulance. That is true. A lot of times that we see shootings occur, people's first instinct is to pull out their device and record. Whenever you see fight videos, police brutality videos, video of somebody shooting, Jason is correct. Most people, instead of putting down whatever's in your hand and trying to help that person breathe or give them or instead of trying to dial 911, call a friend, the first thing we do is record the situation. It's something that I hope we get away from. But sadly, in the world that we live in today, with society being online so much, I don't think that we can get away from that. Thank you for that, Jason. I want to show another piece of information here. So this is another piece of information that was released. Police reportedly already have one person of interest in custody, but are still looking for a possible second shooter. So, like I said before, this happened in a bowling alley, and there were presumably 30 people on a private event. And I know there are some people out there that are asking, why this isn't solved yet? Who was this? Listen, excuse me. The way investigations go, this is a venue. Okay, this is not outside or some, excuse me. This happened inside of a venue. It looked like it was a hallway inside of where the bowling alley was. One of the first things the police officers are going to do when they're working on this homicide, they're going to collect video evidence from the venue. So it's possible that they already have multiple footage coming in the front door, inside the venue, where the bathrooms are, video camera where the exit is, video camera aimed towards the bar, video camera aimed towards the register, video camera aimed towards it's a bowling alley, so there's multiple camera angles. So presumably right now, law enforcement is combing through all of the video that was collected from that night. And again, it's being reported that it was only about 30 people in there. So they already presumably have pictures of everyone that came into that venue. Because remember, if cameras are rolling all the time, you're moving around the venue is getting multiple angles of people that were at that venue. And it's not hard Okay? If TMZ can do it, law enforcement can do it too. It's not hard for law enforcement to not find this person right here. Okay? It's not hard. It's not hard for them to find this person right here. The person that had his hand on his gun. It looked like he had a Gucci bag on the waist. He had it's not going to be hard to figure out who this person is that's doing the shooting there. So again, they presumably already have all of the footage from the venue. But I'm asking you guys tonight, why? Why can't we have arguments and just be an argument? Why can't we have disagreements? I don't have to agree with what you're saying. I don't have to like what you're saying. You may be talking a whole bunch of trash. You can get loud and I don't care. Why do we think that it's okay to pull out a weapon? When you pull out a weapon, they always tell you if you're going to pull it out, you better use it. How is it okay to pull out a weapon in an argument, in a disagreement? Now somebody has lost their lives that wasn't even in the argument, that you wasn't even arguing with. Ray Santana has a comment. Ray Santana says, it seems like no one is talking or giving up the shooter. Ray Santana, thanks for that comment. It doesn't matter, Ray. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. Yes, I know sometimes when these things happen, again, it's 30 people that were invited to that private party. So presumably most people know each other. Either it's two camps or two camps and so on. Most people know each other. So yes, a lot of people live by the no snitching rule. I ain't gonna give. Yes. The times that we live in today, you don't have to give up the information anymore. The eye in the sky sees everything. Everything. Go back to the Nipsey Hussle trial. Go back to the Nipsey Hussle trial. I don't know, Ray Santana, if you watched the Nipsey Hussle trial. At the Nipsey Hussle trial, they had camera footage because remember when Nipsey Hussle was gunned down, he was gunned down in the parking lot of the area that he owned. So you had the Marathon store. There were cameras there. There was a camera across pointing at the store, showing you Nipsey and his entourage when everything happened. They had a camera in the chicken store where Shitty Cuz was buying his food. They have him on camera in the store, shirt off, outside the store, going to his car. They had camera footage of Shitty Cuz behind the alley when he parked his car, ate his fry. Ray Santana, we live in a time where that no snitch cause, it's almost out the window now. This is a bowling alley that this happened in. There are multiple camera angles. And you don't even sometimes need the camera angles from the venue. Everyone is posting everything. So all you got to do is find out who was at that place. Go back to their social media posts. I saw a video of Quavo driving to the venue, telling you what street he was on. He showed his driver. He showed the guys in the back seat. He showed the birthday boy in the back seat. We live in a time where that no snitch clause, it's almost out the window because everywhere you go, there is video footage. So right now, I just showed you, they already have one person in custody. Right now, they are probably combing through all of the footage, and it's only a matter of time before they find out who's done this. And I also saw today, what's his name? Jay Prince put out a statement today as well, too. So thank you for that. I see Diamond Onyx is in the building. Shine bright like a diamond. Diamond Onyx, thanks for coming through. Ray Santana, thank you for that. Thank you for that comment. Blocker has a comment. Blocker said, I feel like it's the end of my world. You know, Busta Rhymes said that. Busta Rhymes said that back in 1999. The end of the world is coming in 2000. But no, seriously though, there is something wrong with us as people. There is something that is being built into us at a young age that when we handle adversity, when we handle certain things, it's in some way it's being taught to us that we have to handle it with violence. If you walk into a venue and you open the door and somebody doesn't say thank you, you want to curse them out. If you walk into a door and you hold the door open for somebody and they don't say thank you. If you go to McDonald's and the fries are cold, you want to come back and throw the fries in the person's face. If you at a party and you're dancing and somebody steps on your Air Force Ones, you want to shoot. What? Somewhere along the line, we have lost respect for life. And I can't say that this is just this generation. I showed you all the pictures of all the guys that have been passing away. Freaky Tar, Jam Master Jay, Soldier Slim, Pac, Big L. It's something that's been going on for a long time. So, Blocker, it's not the end of the world, but we are going down a very deep, dark hole. Thank you for that comment. Charlie is here. Charlie, thanks for coming through. Charlie has a comment. Charlie says, who do you prefer, the Fugees or the Lost Boys? I'm from Jamaica, Queens, Charlie, so I'm going with the home team, Lost Boys, LBC, Southside Queens. I'm going Queens, Jamaica, Queens, all day, every day. Shout out to the Fugees, though. I love me some Lauryn Hill, Pras, Wyclef, John Forte. I love me some Fugees, but I'm biased, man. I'm going home team. Lost Boys, Jamaica, Queens, all day, every day. Diamond Onyx says, on my only one like from your audience, is this live? Okay, let me go tap in with it. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. If you're here right now, hit the like button down below. Don't forget to share the video. Diamond, thank you for that. Diamond has some more comments. Diamond says, right, Nipsey for sure. He was caught. Yes, again, I don't know who watched the Nipsey Hussle trial. I watched the trial, and they had so much video evidence of the altercation. They had multiple angles. They had angles when he left, when he came back in the alley, going in the store. It's thank you for that, Diamond. Diamond says, boss, salute to you, Diamond, always. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Iman got a comment. Iman says, son need to turn himself in and take responsibility. That's a good point, Iman. If from the footage that was shown, the person, they know who it is that fired. They know presumably one of the persons that fired those shots. Again, because they have pictures of the person. They already have pictures of the venue. I'm pretty sure. Iman says needs to turn himself in. Also, Iman says, especially if it was his friend. Again, if you watch the video footage, shots are firing and he is running, shooting backwards. Listen, I don't know how to tell people this. People will have a pistol and be shooting straight and miss. This person was running away and shooting backwards. Iman, thank you for the comment. Diamond Alex says, spell check blocker. Diamond said, this world will end by fuego do. Humanity skills are gone. Yes. Yes, us humans, Diamond, it's gone. Jason says, what up to Diamond? Diamond says, what up to Jason? Chat is going good. Thank you for that, y'all. Let's see what else is going on in here right now. But again, I also want to ask you guys tonight. This is the second question I want to ask you guys tonight. Is it okay to go out to events anymore? Is it okay to go out to parties anymore? Is it okay to go out to bowling alleys and go bowl with your friends knowing that somebody might do something crazy? Is it okay to go out to pool halls? Is it okay? Is it okay to go out still these days? Hit the comment section. When was the last time you went out? I want to hear from you guys. Hit the comment section down below. Is it safe to go out anymore is the question I'm asking you guys. Today we're talking about the loss of yet another life by senseless gun violence. Senseless gun violence that we don't know how to communicate anymore. We don't know how to take criticism. We don't know how to have an argument and have a disagreement without it getting violent. Hit the comments down below, y'all. Don't forget, y'all, if y'all want to support 16 Bars, we have the CD collection. Pick up the whole collection, yo. We got the Nas. This is from the Illmatic album. That's Jason's boy right here. Jason, #1 artist. We got the Lil' Kim from the Notorious K.I.M. Lil' Kim's second album, Notorious K.I.M. And we also got the GOAT. Don't let Jason hear that. We got the GOAT, Over the God. The CD collection, y'all. We got some more CDs coming too. So this is the CD collection merch. Pick it up if you want to pick up some of our merch. We also got the cassette, the classic. We got the classic cassette tape, man. Taking it back in the days. When you're walking down the street wearing this and somebody asks you, yo, what is that? You can have a whole conversation with them about what a cassette tape is. So today we're talking about another day. Another rapper has lost their life to gun violence. It seems like every month now, someone is passing away from gun violence. Can these things be avoided? Why can't we have disagreements and it be a disagreement? Why can't I disagree with you without you fearing for your life? Why can't I have an argument with you and you not automatically on deck ready to shoot? On deck. This guy was on deck. This guy was on deck ready to start shooting during the argument. Hand on his pistol while two men are having a disagreement. While two men were having an argument about basketball. While two men were going back and forth saying things. This guy had his hand ready to go. Why? People can't argue? Two men can't have an argument? Two men can't have a disagreement? There's a whole crowd there. There's a whole crowd there. How do you think you're going to shoot a pistol in a crowd and not hit somebody else? Hit the comment section. Let me hear from you guys tonight. Diamond Onyx says BT Doze. Bet Doze. Thank you, Diamond. Blocker says, can I have the Hawk Not Live Volume 2 merch? Hit us up on our Gmail, Blocker, 16bars@gmail.com. Hit us up your size. All merch right now is $25 plus shipping and handling. Hit us up via email, Blocker. We'll definitely get it out to you. PayPal, we have PayPal on deck. Thank you for that, Blocker. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I rarely go out if it ain't a business party, event, or a concert/show where one of my favorite artists is performing at. If COVID doesn't get you, these dummies with guns will. I don't have time for it. And it's sad that we live in a time where we have to really be wary of other things happening. Like me personally, my antenna is always up. If I'm out somewhere and I'm with my boys or I'm by myself, my antennas, I'm from New York, my antennas are always up. I'm always peeping the scene. I'm always peeping the vent. I'm always peeping who's coming in, who's coming out, who's doing what. Oh, you know what? Time for me to go. Nah, they starting to wild over there. You know what? Time for me to go. So I understand exactly where Jason is coming from. Because you be wanting to go out and have a good time, enjoy yourself, and here comes some dummy ruining the whole night. Like, for what? Okay, you got a disagreement. All right, let's hash it out. Okay, I don't like what you said. I don't like what you said. All right, cool. All right. Jason, thank you for that comment. Diamond says, I'm going to need a pink hoodie. Diamond, we didn't do the hoodies this time, Diamond. We held back on the hoodies, Diamond. Sorry. We didn't do any hoodies. We only did the tees. We've been selling some tees to people in these warm states. Shout out to Florida. Shout out to the warm states picking up the tees. But Diamond, no hoodies this time around, Diamond. I'm sorry. Diamond said, with Kimmy on the front bars. Sorry, Diamond, no hoodies this round. Diamond says, I feel you, Jason. Good point, Jason. Thank you. Kevin Taylor is here. Kevin Taylor, thanks for coming through. Kevin Taylor has a comment. Kevin Taylor says, these rich guys have to stop trying to live the thug life. You know what? Wait, Kevin. Wait. I do agree. The thug life, we need to get away from that thug life. But I can only speak for here in New York. There's a lot of gun violence here in New York where it's not a lot of rich people involved. Here in New York City, gun violence is out of control. And it's sad to say, Kevin, but it's a lot of young people, not rich people, a lot of young, regular people out here in New York that's popping off here, taking people's lives. So, good point. I agree. You're a multi-millionaire. You guys have changed music. Listen, I'm not a big Migos fan, but I gotta give props where props is due. These guys changed music. They're one of the hottest groups in the last 10 years. Solo, two of them did an album, whatever the case is. You gotta reach a point where you gotta be like, you know what? That kind of stuff, I can't be on that no more. You're right. I Kevin Taylor, I agree. You gotta reach to a point when you're like, you know what? Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill was going through a lot of crazy stuff. After his last jail bid, Meek Mill came out. You don't see Meek in none of that stuff no more. After Jay had a sit down with him, Robert Kraft sat down with him, all of these people sat down with Meek. You don't see Meek doing all that stuff no more. There has to be a time when you say, you know what? Me and my crew, we got to roll different. Kevin Taylor, thank you for that. Jason has a comment. Jason says, LOL, I know Hove, your boy. I knew you would say that. Diamonds are forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. The diamond is here, man. Thank you for that, Jason. Ray Santana says, no. If rich people who checked in aren't safe, neither are we. Again, great point from Ray Santana. If you know the hip hop culture of going to somebody's city, they tell you they want you to check in so that you're safe. Again, people are saying, like Ray Santana just said, they checked in with Jay Prince and his peoples, and he still got killed. So I'm going to repeat that from Ray Santana. Ray Santana says, no. If rich people, Migos, who checked in, as I've read, aren't safe, neither are we. Great point from Ray Santana. Thank you for that, Ray. We got a comment from XV02 Greedo. Thanks for coming through. Says, this is a good topic right here. Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, y'all. Diamond got a comment. Diamond says, facts. My pistol is in my holster on safety, but no harm done unless provoked. What is the level of provocation, Diamond? Do arguments get that pistol out the holster? Comment there, Diamond. Give me a comment on that. Diamond says, okay, I'll purchase a tea then. Thank you, Diamond. Hit us up on our email, Diamond. Diamond said, Dallas equals fall. True point. And they actually college-bound men, relatives, the Migos. And you know what? I did not know, Diamond, that Takeoff was the nephew of Quavo. I didn't know that was his uncle. I'm just learning that Quavo is Takeoff's uncle. I did not know that. Like I said, I'm not a big Migos fan, so I'm lost with them. Kevin Taylor says 11/11 King's Disease 3. That's right. Jason's boy Nas Escobar is dropping King's Disease 3 on November the 11th. Thank you for that, Kevin. Blocker has a comment. Blocker said, no, it's not okay to go out no more. Come on, man. You heard what Busta Rhymes said. It ain't safe no more. You know what? I'm going to save that conversation for another day when we talk about the statement, we outside. We're going to have a conversation about that. Again, today's conversation, we're talking about some of the icons in hip hop that we have lost over time through gun violence. A lot of great MCs that were doing big things, changing music, changing where they're from. Magnolia Slim was changing the sound of music, and he lost his life through gun violence. People still talk about Soulja Slim to this day. People still say that he was one of the godfathers of that movement. Big L, another icon in the game, coming up. Battles, hip hop battles. Some say he's better than Jay-Z. Some say it's Harlem's finest, the best out of Harlem. Some say he was going to join Rockefeller Records, taken away way too early by gun violence. Notorious B.I.G. Him and Tupac were good friends. Performed together. Was on stage together freestyling. It's said that Biggie slept in Tupac's house on his couch. It is said that Biggie and Pac was in the studio together multiple times. It said that Biggie picked up Pac from the airport. Pac picked up. It said that they were friends at a time. And we lost Big going back to Cali. Gun violence. Somebody took it in their own hands to say, we don't like what you're doing. Tupac Shakur, one of the greatest hip-hop minds we've had. Some people still say he's the GOAT. He's in my top 2. Tupac is in my top 2. Some of his songs still ring out today. Greatest hits. He's still moving units. Albums are still selling. Songs are still getting streamed. One of the greatest hip-hop minds taken away. Unnecessary gun violence. Some people said Takeoff was the best lyrical member of the Migos. As a group, they moved millions of units, broke records, got awards, still popping. They had an album. 2 of them just released an album. And now this young man is gone because of a moment. Because of a moment where 2 men, a moment where 2 men were having an argument. 2 grown men were having an argument, a disagreement. Words were thrown. Words. I don't like what you said. I don't like what you said. Oh, you trash. Ah, man, you trash. Ah, I'll beat you in the A-Town. Well, 1-11. I'll beat you 11-1. Ah, man, you ain't going to score. I'm going to shut you down. Ah, man, you ugly. Oh, yeah, your sneakers. Words. Somebody threw a punch. And shots fired off. The fragile male ego is real, y'all. What are we going to do about it? How are we going to address it? How are we going to fix these things? Hip-hop artists have been dying since the 90s. What have we learned? What we learned from Tupac? What we learned from Biggie? What we learned from Big L? What did we learn from Freaky Ta? What did we learn from Jam Master Jay, Mo 3, Nipsey? What did we learn? XXS. What have we learned? It's easy to pull out a pistol, right? We can't fight no more. Y'all can't fight. Y'all can't use. We can't use these no more. Get bruised up, but still be alive. Come back tomorrow and laugh and 5 years later, dap it up. Yo, man, I'm sorry, man. Yo, what I did. I'm gonna hit some more comments before we get up out of here. I see Jason got a comment. Jason said, "That's right, King's Disease 3 next Friday. The GOAT is back. Nazier is coming back." Shout out to Jason for that. Kevin Taylor says, "R.I.P. to Soldier Slim." And I bumped some of Soldier stuff back then. Yeah, Soldier Slim had talent. Slow motion from it. Slow motion from it. Ooh, I like it like that. A work at that. Soldier Slim, and listen, he was a good writer. He was a part of a movement that changed hip hop back in the 90s. Kevin Taylor, rest in peace to Soldier Slim. Blocker says, I'll be tuning in with King's Disease 3 from Nas. All right, Nas is coming. Nas. Jason says, Kevin Taylor, I can't wait. Fire. Diamond on it. What diamond? What's that diamond got there? Is that a bee? Is that a bees? What's that diamond? Is that a chain? What is that? I don't know what that symbol is, Diamond. Diamond says, Hail Mary. Okay. Shout out. Rest in peace, Tupac. All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to get up out of here. We at the 1 hour mark. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through as usual. Don't forget, we got some more merch. All right. Don't forget, we got the CD collection, y'all. The CD collection. Lil Kim, Nas, the GOAT, like Jason says. If Nas is the GOAT, what do you call it? You know what? I'm gonna stick with that. The GOAT and the GOAT and New York's. I'm gonna say New York's finest. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming through, man. Thanks for coming through, sharing this with us. And I want to say, you guys be safe out there, whatever y'all doing. Let's work on ourselves, y'all. Let's work on our egos. Let's work on our tempers. Getting in fights, getting in disagreements, there's a comeback to that. You can make it back. You can start over. You can mend something later down the line. Death is forever. All right? It's your boy Onslaught Tree. I'm going to see you.